Hello, I'm your host, Jada Harris, Chapter President of SCORE Houston. SCORE is a national organization that provides mentorship, education, and resources to help budding entrepreneurs and small businesses as they navigate being business owners. In Houston, with a population of over 6 million and more than 600,000 small businesses producing over $35 billion in revenue, organizations like SCORE are vital in supporting the business community. SCORE Houston is celebrating 60 years of existence this year, helping small businesses to start and grow. Today, we will have the pleasure of speaking with some of the wonderful individuals of organizations that help make SCORE's mission possible. Stay tuned. Welcome back. I'm your host, Jada Harris. Please welcome to the show Maya Durnovo, Associate Vice Chancellor for Entrepreneurship at Houston City College, Liana Gonzalez-Schulenberg, Managing Director of Red Labs at the University of Houston, and Aziz Rahim, Sugarland Area President for Wallis Bank. So, please go ahead and introduce yourselves and provide us with a little bit of background. Liana?
Sure. Well, I'm Liana. I work for the University of Houston inside the Wolf Center, and I run kind of the biggest program I run is the summer accelerator called Red Labs, and so we are very fortunate to leverage some of the resources through a great partnership with SCORE. So that's why I'm here.
Absolutely. And Maya?
And Maya Durnovo, so I'm the Associate Vice Chancellor for Entrepreneurship, and I've been doing this work now for about 18 years. So we have 3 centers for entrepreneurship and the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Initiative Program and a grant from the Verizon Foundation for middle school kids.
Oh, yes, yes. I love the pipeline.
Yeah.
And Aziz?
Yes, thank you, Jada. Yeah, Aziz Rahim with Wallis Bank. I'm the Sugarland Area President. We just opened our 16th branch, the Sugarland branch, about a year ago, so very happy about that. We're a small bank, community bank in the city of Houston, Sugarland. And thank you for having me today. Very happy to be here.
Absolutely. A great partnership with all 3, providing various resources to the chapter that actually extends beyond Houston. So grateful to have you both here as well as community partners. So if you don't mind providing just, why do you think that it's important that that entrepreneurship is supported with SCORE resources? Let's start with you, Aziz.
Sure, yeah. So, with the type of business we're in, of course, we're in a lending business at Wallis Bank, and SCORE and lending goes hand in hand, right? So we have a lot of lending that we do, anywhere from commercial to real estate. And once we do those type of loans, we do a lot of SBA loans. So SBA loans require business plans, and that's where SCORE comes in. So SCORE really helps us out. They help us prepare the package for the customers, either if they're a seasoned business owner or if they're a new startup business owner. They help us out and give us a full package, and it makes our job much easier to kind of prepare the loan for them. So.
And is there a particular industry that your bank or industries that your bank focuses on?
No, we do all types of loans. It doesn't matter if it's a owner-occupied, a non-owner occupied, anywhere from a shopping center to even a hotel. And with that, I mean, any one of those businesses, SCORE can play a big role in that and to help us prepare the document that we need.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so, Maya, what about at HCC?
Well, at HCC, our mission and your mission are very much aligned about helping to start and grow small businesses. That's what it's all about. And our relationship goes back to basically when we began our program. You were our first strategic partner in 2015.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So it's been a wonderful relationship. I think we have both helped each other, enhanced each other, and our programs have been strengthened because of the relationship and the partnership.
Yeah, absolutely, especially when it comes to education, which me personally, I love education, and when it comes to educating entrepreneurs, that's where I come alive. You know, many people know that, or people know that my background is QuickBooks, and so if I could teach someone how to operate their business more effectively using QuickBooks, you know, that's where it just comes alive. So Liana, Red Labs,
We're very lucky to have you guys come in and provide a lot of mentorship for, they're mostly students. We work with a lot of undergraduates or very young people, and one of the most important things to their development as entrepreneurs is building out an incredible network. So SCORE really helps us help them make connections, put them in touch with the right people at the right time. So that's really how we leverage SCORE.
Yeah, absolutely. Connecting to community resources between the client and we're the go-between, right? And so if they don't know, or even if we don't know, we reach out to other organizations within the community and beyond to help our clients. So all three of your organizations and then you personally, I've seen all three of you in action, and I know how passionate you are about your organizations as well as the entrepreneurship community. So I just want to, you know, engage the community as it relates to that. And so supporting SCORE is become, you know, a high conversation recently as it relates to entrepreneurship. So specifically, what services, you mentioned, Maya, the Entrepreneurship Center, what specifically have we
So right from the beginning, SCORE came to the various centers for entrepreneurship and offered the basic how to start a business. I mean, we did that together in 2010, 2011. That was really the core program. And then since then, we've collaborated on summits, on conferences. We even celebrated last year the 60th anniversary. So yes, it's a very deep partnership.
And so many, it's grown so much over the years. How many graduates have you had recently?
So in the Goldman Sachs program, we have 1,100 graduates, but in terms of the number of businesses, we've probably touched close to 13,000 that have come through Houston Community College. Yeah, wow. It's very big.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
And Liana, as far as the services, specifically, how have we helped?
Well, we've been very lucky to have you come and speak about QuickBooks to our students and explain. I think one of the most intimidating thing to a lot of people who maybe aren't business majors is, how do I figure out what a spreadsheet with money looks like on it? And so that's been a great partnership to have you come in and speak about it to students in several different occasions. And then we also just have, anytime I have a question of, I'm looking for a mentor in a very specific thing. Do you know somebody, or do you know anyone that might be interested in volunteering their time? Just a lot of, currently right now, a lot of mentorship partnerships that we've been working towards building.
Absolutely.
And judges, and I forgot about the judges.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like sending a last minute email, you know, anybody wants to come and judge a competition for us?
Yeah.
So SCORE has just been great to help find people, connect people with our organization.
Yeah, one of our most valuable resources is our volunteers, our mentors that have a wealth of knowledge and experience. That's key, bringing it to the table. Well, we're going to take a quick break and come right back.
We are a city of collaborators who build on one another's inspirations, strengths, and cultures to shape a future we all can share. Together, we are more than 7 million ingredients that make something that cannot be discovered, tasted, or invented anywhere else.
Come on.
A movement, a moment, a future.
Come on.
We cannot wait to make tomorrow together.
At Metro, your safety is job one, every day. And we're committed to making your ride even safer. With security cameras on our transit vehicles and live monitors on many of our buses. Blue light call boxes at our bus and rail facilities. Metro Police, providing peace of mind. And MPD Connect, the app that lets you report suspicious activity instantly to Metro Police. Metro is building a safer transit system, so you can drive less and do more.
In Houston, you're a local. You're one of us. And we want to give you a richer, more exciting experience. Let Houston take you further. Let's get together. Book your stay today.
Welcome back. And so let's talk about the specific outcomes of the initiatives that we talked about in the first segment. What specific outcomes have you experienced from the Red Labs, and have you had any students, implement some of the things that they've learned through SCORE?
Sure. I mean, for sure, some of them have immediately gone and purchased QuickBooks, which is already like a major impact. And then others have, used the mentors that they have met through SCORE and through our program to then help them as they further work on their business. So those are probably the two biggest impacts.
Okay.
Just continuing developing relationships, and then actually like some content as well. So
great. And Maya?
Well, I think part of it is also expanding the network, because we've been able to collaborate on so many programs. We reach more people, and one of the reasons that we've had so many folks start their business and or grow it has been because we both worked together. But I did want to mention that we've had 21 different student competitions, and you've been key in not only judging but also helping to mentor those students. They've gone on to national competitions and won some pretty big prizes. So it's exciting work, and I think it enriches everybody when we collaborate and work together.
As a matter of fact, now that you mention that, I was watching Shark Tank, and one of the businesses that was in the competition was on Shark Tank, and and I just beamed, because we were directly involved. We had mentors coaching them through the process, and now they're on Shark Tank, and they actually got a deal. Yeah. So, and now, Aziz, our community relationship is a little bit different in that you bring clients to us, and sometimes we send clients to you based on if they're ready or not. In the background, you also provide us with space, as well as Houston City College, which is both amazing. And we really, as a chapter, couldn't do it without the three of your organizations and all the organizations that we work with. When we do have our chapter meetings as it relates to our mentors, we meet at Wallis Bank, and that is a money saver, time saver, and then just communicating with your staff it makes it so much easier for us to operate as a nonprofit organization. So is there any specific impacts that you or outcomes that you can?
Yeah. So first, I thank you for always being there for us too, and we love to host you guys at our building. And whenever you guys come, we get so many follow-up questions, and we try to guide them towards you. And when you were touching upon that, we have someone that we bring the customers to you, or you bring them to us. I mean, we do that all the time. Sometimes these customers need a little guidance, and what better guidance than these retired CFOs or presidents and CEOs that you guys have on staff. I mean, and absolutely free. I mean, that's I promote that to death on that, and it's one of those things that you can't even, it's worth even paying for.
Right.
And these customers, and some of the customers don't know about it, so that's why we like to promote it. And if they need additional help, that's why we say, if the business plan is not kind of up to par, we tell them, go over there, talk to these people, or maybe I'll come with them too, and they'll guide you. And when it comes back, it's perfection from you guys.
Well, and the great thing, like you said, it is free as well as confidential. And that's a little bit of the reason why clients don't come to us, is because they think that we're gonna receive their idea and put it all over, you know, but that's not the case. It's confidential. You can have a free-flowing conversation. In addition to that, you can meet with more than one mentor. We have mentors that have subject matter expertise in certain areas, such as banking. We have CPAs in our chapter. Now, we are a national organization, so we have over 10,000 volunteers. So if there is a certain expertise or area that you need to speak to a mentor on, and it's not in our chapter, which we are the second largest chapter in the United States, it'll be very difficult not to find someone. We have, at this point, 160 volunteers. So it's very difficult to not find a volunteer here in Houston. But if that does happen, we can reach out to a mentor all over the United States. So Houston itself is massive. Okay, I just came from the north, and that is a whole hour drive away. And so, why do we need SCORE in Houston as it relates to entrepreneurship and small business? And I'll give it to you.
I mean, Houston being the fourth largest city, and I think I read somewhere that maybe in about 5 to 10 years there may be the third largest city, and it's a growing city. And Houston, like most major cities, are based upon small businesses. They, you know, a lot of people don't even know that a lot of these big companies, FedEx, Under Armour, they started as a small business. Now they're, you know, big time companies, but they started as a small business. They needed, back then they probably didn't have the guidance. Now all these small businesses do. So with the growing population of Houston, having SCORE being there basically to hold their hands if needed, help them grow. So.
Absolutely.
Building the ecosystem, or the business ecosystem, right? Because it's SCORE, but then you're also connecting with other resources in the city. So it's really building all of the options that are available. And when you're starting out as a small business owner, you really don't know what's out there. And thank goodness for SCORE, because you really help us connect all of the various dots.
Absolutely. And so I come from a smaller city. Coming to Houston, like you said, it's so much opportunity. There's so much things that you can do here. As a matter of fact, the World Cup is coming here in June, and we're getting, in SCORE within our chapter, we're getting ready for that, because there's so much business opportunity that's going to be available. If you're a startup, if you're in business, it'll give you the opportunity to sell both service and products. What it was explained to us, that when FIFA comes here, it's going to be comparable to 10 Super Bowls in our city. So one, traffic is going to be different. It's already different. It's already colorful now. But but then also the opportunity not just to increase revenue, but also to connect outside of Houston is going to be a great opportunity. So we've had a series of webinars that we're currently putting on that will allow businesses to learn more about FIFA and doing business. We're going to go ahead and take another break, but we'll come right back.
Hurricane season is from June 1st to November 30th. Houston Public Works Floodplain Management Office wants to make sure you are prepared. Know your flood risk. Half of all flooded properties happen outside the floodplain. Visit FEMA's Flood Map Service Center to know your flood risk. Insure your property. Buy flood insurance today. Flood insurance policies take up to 30 days to go into effect. Also, make sure the policy has adequate coverage for your home and property. Protect people and property from flood hazards. Driving around barricades could be a deadly decision. Don't drive on flooded streets or in areas that are prone to flooding. The Floodplain Management Office has lots of helpful information on how to flood-proof your home. Build carefully. If you're building in the floodplain, find out what permits are required at HoustonPermittingCenter.org. Be aware of special repair and improvement rules for homes in the floodplain. For more floodplain tips, visit our website or give us a call.
Kids of America are struggling with illiteracy. System isn't listening, they're getting thrown out literally. Minor incidents, but they're treated like degenerates. The school to prison pipeline is teaching them delinquency. These students want to learn, but they're losing time in class, falling way behind, making it so tough to pass. Dropping out of school by the thousands way too fast. 7,000 kids a day are falling through the cracks. 8 out of 10 in the school system cannot read or write. Due to suspension, they end up in juvie detention, where there is no one who wants to go teach them. This is a symptom of a bigger problem, but don't you worry. That's where we come in. Reading with a Rapper, we intend to mend the education of students in prison. That way, someday when they get out, they can find their way forward with no fear or doubt. Find themselves a job, a career that pays. Reading, writing like a boss. That is what we are about.
Make the right call. 211-311-911. My home is on fire. Call 911 for emergency assistance such as ambulance, police, or fire. The fire hydrant is gushing everywhere. Call 311 for city-related services like water leaks, traffic tickets, and more. I need help finding a new place to live. Call 211 for all social service needs such as food banks, housing, shelter assistance, healthcare, and childcare services. Make the right call. 211-311-911.
Welcome back, and I'm so excited to have our community partners here that have supported SCORE over the years, going back 2015, if not further. I mean, because you know how relationships develop, right? It takes a little time, but we documented 2015 with HCC and University of Houston, Red Labs, and Wallis Bank. I mean, phenomenal. So what initiatives do you have going on right now that our community, our business community, can get involved with?
So at the Wolf Center, our mission is to change student lives and empower them to start businesses. So that is what I'm working on all year long. So the fall, we have a couple competitions that I'm sure SCORE members will be asked to judge and mentor at. And then we also have a very cool holiday market featuring student vendors. So if you want to come out and shop some student vendors and see some just amazing stuff, come check it out.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. How about you, Maya?
So we have a Patent Academy, and that is an online program to help small business owners learn what the patent process is, whether it's copywriting or whatever it is that they need to protect their products. So that's coming up in September. Right. Then we have our core course, which is the Small Business Success Series, and that's something that we're always asking for mentors from SCORE. So that's coming up. We have a program for veterans that will be coming up, and then also getting ready for the business plan competition. And then I know we partner with U of H and certainly with Wallis Bank and with SCORE on that annual event.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me a little bit more about the Verizon program.
So the Verizon program is for middle school kids. It's essentially a summer camp that we offer in June. We have 2 camps, one in June and one in July, and it's all about STEM, science, technology, engineering. And the students work with 3D printers, with virtual reality, drones. So it's really an exciting camp, and Verizon has paid for the whole thing. So the kids really love it.
Yeah, I've been to your 3D labs, a couple of them, and it's fantastic. The amazing things that you can do, and it just draws people to your campuses. 70 campuses, is that right?
Well, it's more like 25.
Okay, 25. Someone told me 70. That.
Well, there may be different buildings.
Okay, buildings. That's what it is. Okay, 70 buildings throughout the Houston area. Yeah. Absolutely. So, is there anything going on?
Yeah. So we want to continue that partnership with you to come over to our building and to host the seminars, and maybe in the future have a joint venture with another organization, hand in hand, to do that seminar with SCORE and with that other organization. And we've seen so much growth from our customers. Doing the attendance with your SCORE program. So we want to continue that, keep going with that, yeah.
Oh, great. That's so wonderful. I'm just energized by what we can do here in Houston. I mean, coming from a smaller city, I didn't think anything that, that we're doing here was even in my, sphere. And now that it's possible here with SCORE in Houston, why should people get involved with SCORE?
It's, again, you have professionals who have ample experience in offering their services all day long for absolutely free. I mean, when I even tell the customers, even they don't believe in that this is actually free. And I said, no, you go there. We require a business plan. Someone's there to help you, guide you. Why would you not take advantage of that?
Right.
So that's why I always promote SCORE and the services. And we see them come back, and it's basically a very good plan that they have. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that coming from one of our financial sponsors, networking within the Houston community and why organizations should connect with us and support SCORE. With the financial changes that are going through the government right now, SCORE needs sponsors more than ever. Yeah. So we thank you from from client all the way to volunteer for what you do.
Because you are the best.
Hey, I like that.
It. You are the best for mentorship, for advice, for education. That's it.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Coming from the Chancellor of HCC.
Associate Vice Chancellor.
I'm sorry, Associate Vice Chancellor. That is so impactful, especially as it relates to education and educating the business community. Liana?
Yeah, I would say if you want to start your own business, the programming available just like online and just the ability to connect with mentors, incredible, unmatched anywhere else, and free in town. And then if you want to get involved and mentor fledgling businesses, this is kind of the fast track. Like, get involved with SCORE, and you'll obviously have a ton of opportunities to volunteer all across the city because it's just embedded throughout the city.
Absolutely. And like you said, most of our mentors are retired. Yeah. Mentors like myself who are working or has a small business. It's a wealth of information that you cannot get from too many other organizations. And if you can't get it from us, we know who you can get it from. And so love the fact that you're here. Appreciate it. I love the relationship that we've developed over the years and that will continue. Regardless of what happens in our financial climate, it's necessary here in Houston to keep this pipeline going. And so we thank you. Maya, as you stated, we've gone back 2015. Is there any specific initiatives that has happened over the years that you would like to speak on?
Well, it's interesting that you would know, because I just happened to find the brochure from our conference that we did together for women entrepreneurs on March the 5th of 2020. We had 400 women entrepreneurs that came to Houston Community College, but it was a collaboration with SCORE, and it was all about helping women entrepreneurs grow their business. We had a variety of speakers. It was just an incredible event. And then 2 weeks later, everything shut down.
Everything because of the pandemic. And I going back to 2020 and prior to, I mean, SCORE's engine was moving, and that was a phenomenal event. And then the pandemic, and then speaking of entrepreneurship, having to pivot. That is a key word in entrepreneurship, having to pivot as it relates to SCORE and going solely online, mentoring people, because we generally mentor people in person. But now, since the pandemic, it's been primarily through, webinars and Zooms. So,
and it's the same thing for us. We at Houston City College had to learn how to do all of that because we weren't familiar with it. So it was also a learning opportunity.
Yes. Right? Yeah. And now I don't think it's going away.
No.
So, just gotta make it happen, right? Yeah. In closing, I want to thank you again for coming to this episode and providing your information and what they can do next as far as entrepreneurship. Thank you so much for your time and incredible commitment to supporting SCORE Houston and our local small business community. Your generosity and dedication are truly making a difference. That was Maya Durnovo, Liana Gonzalez, and Aziz Rahim, highlighting the vital role of community support and sponsorship in the success of SCORE, especially the Houston chapter. If you're inspired to support SCORE or learn more about their work, please visit scorehouston.org. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.